This is TB Talks and BS Walks. Join the conversation or the BS. Here are the masterminds behind the microphone, Tyler and Brian.
Welcome, everybody, to TB Talks and BS Walks. We're back. After a month-long absence, we are back, and it's Brian's fault. And I also want to preface this by saying this is the second time that we have recorded this show because we decided to do it yesterday on Veterans Day for our Monday show, and we got through the entire episode and realized that Brian had us muted the whole time. So this is the second time we've had to do it. So my kids are home, so you might hear some background noise, but that's the price we pay when we were muted. Anyway, so it's Brian's fault. Y'all can blame him for that.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
But we are back, and the stream is a little bit different today. We're trying to get back into the swing of things. We haven't done this in a month or so. This will be more or less a gaming podcast. Currently, right now, we are also streaming a Gears of War playthrough on YouTube and Twitch for Brian's YouTube channel. But this is actually going to go up on our podcast YouTube as well. So you'll be able to watch some Gears of War gameplay as well as listen to the show. Moving on, right. Brian, why don't you tell us what's been new in your life and catch us up on why that we've been out of action for so long?
Well, the my original PC that I had finally bit it. It just overheated one day with the new update and would not come back up for the life of me. I could not get it to boot back up. It would start to, and then it would just die. I'm assuming it was just an overheating issue. So I had to go through a process of trying to get a new PC up and running. And I had to go through several loan offices and stuff, and it finally got approved. So here we are. We're finally able to stream. It's been a little bit of work, but I'm happy to say that my new PC is a powerhouse. It's up and running, and it's gonna. I don't see us having another problem like that for a long, long time.
And I think we're also going to tag a link on our Twitter page as well for the website that Brian purchases PC from. That way, if anybody would like to order a PC, I think we're going to post that on Twitter, so you can check that out. We're back up and running. We do have some cool things coming your way in a little bit. We are going to do a giveaway, and let me kind of explain how that's going to work. How that's going to work is if we hit 100 follows on Twitter, we are going to give away some TB Talks BS Walks swag. You're going to have your choice of a hoodie, a hat, or a t-shirt, and it will be printed with the TB Talks and BS Walks logo. So that is the plan for now.
Yeah, there will be a few options. After the giveaway, we will be putting up the website as well, where you can purchase paraphernalia from TB Talks BS Walks, such as mouse pads, coffee cups, any kind of wearable material you can come across. So
yeah,
after the giveaway, that'll all be up and ready to go.
Yes, that's going to be a good time. So stay tuned for more details on that. Said once we hit 100 follows on Twitter, we're going to be doing that. And then also going to get some stuff up on the store. We're going to get a online store up and running. Anybody wants to be able to buy anything, since Brian's wife is very talented and crafty when it comes to making things. Yeah, so you'll be able to order all kinds of stuff from the show. Yep. And give me just a second here. I've got to ditch this hoodie because I am burning up in this house. So,
all right.
Let me peel this off real quick.
All right. Yes, there's that, and also we had mentioned that we are playing Gears of War for our YouTube. This will be kind of a norm for us. We're probably going to do a series of Gears of War together. Because this is how we met.
Yeah.
This is how the plan for TB Talks, BS Walks came to fruition. Is we play games together all the time, and Tyler caught me up one day while we were playing. What was it? You were playing Rocket League at the time, actually, and I was playing something else. But we had kind
I
of
believe so.
talked about the stream
Rocket
at that
League.
time, and we'd played Gears of War and Fortnite and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it was one of those things to where, everybody knows the story of how that Brian and I initially met at Walmart, but so I said then we became buddies and started playing games together. And then when you moved away, this is actually our only form of interaction, through Xbox, usually anything online. So since we're not actually live in the same state anymore, yeah, we're going to try to stream as much as possible. I know Brian's got some other streams, though, with his Twitch channel, and he plays, various games with his wife and things like that. But we're going to try to do this as much as possible. We really just wanted to kind of do a show today, as loose as it is, to kind of update everybody on why we've been out of action for so long. Hopefully, we will not be out of action that long anymore. So with him having a new computer now, hopefully those issues will subside. So
that's the plan, at least. Jammed.
Was it? Oh man, we have to active reload in this game. I haven't had to active reload in quite some time, so that's gonna
throw it off.
I need to. Yeah, it is a little bit. All I need is my Voltok pistol, though, and life is good in this game.
That'll probably be the next level.
So
you won a contest too. We covered that the last time, but I wanted to let people know that Tyler here is a musician, and he won a. It was a. What was it? I always forget the technical name for it. It was karaoke.
It was a karaoke competition, and it was a 5-week competition. It was at Lake of the Ozarks, and it was open to all ages to enter. And then over the course of 5 weeks, they picked 2 winners every week, and then those 2 winners won $50 and then a spot in the finals. And then the finals was where all the winners competed, and then there was one, and the winner got $500 and a paid-for tropical vacation. So they deemed me the winner. Did deserve it. There was a lot of good talent, a lot of good singers, but it was pretty cool though that I was able to win. So I will be ineligible to compete now for 2 years. Once you win it all, you can't compete for 2 years. But it was a good time though. They do 2 competitions a year. They have one in the spring and the fall, so they won't have another one till next spring. So, but it was fun though. So it was a good. Now the decision is just to decide where I want to go on my vacation. So I have a book of about 50 different destinations. It's a timeshare is what it is. So I have to pick, somewhere that the timeshare, has locations at. So, but I think right now we're in a toss-up between Belize or Jamaica. So it's just all a matter of when we want to go. And the only catch is we have to pay for our airfare, which the $500 is actually supposed to go to help that. But all of the destinations that I've looked at, $500 won't touch an airline ticket there. So I use the $500 towards bills. And actually, that's a lie. I use the $500 to pay off my Xbox One X Project Scorpio edition. So that's where the $500 went.
That's fine.
But yeah, priorities. Clearly, my priorities are in check. So
yeah, So good.
But the Scorpio edition is pretty sweet, though. I know you haven't picked up your X yet, but it's pretty sweet.
This game's got to look pretty neat on there.
This one actually doesn't have any noticeable differences. It wasn't one of those that was enhanced right off the bat. I know Gears of War 4 is supposed to be enhanced, so this one not a huge noticeable difference, but seeing it played in 60 frames per second though is a lot nicer than 30, so it just runs a lot smoother, and has load times not nearly as long. So.
Oh.
So what's other than PC problems? Anything new in your neck of the woods?
I got my wife was feeling really generous. She got me the Assassin's Creed Origins Gold Edition, and she got me a travel case for my PlayStation 4 so I could play, either when I'm at work and got nothing else to do, no schoolwork, or when I when we go to my parents or something, I can actually pack up my Xbox One and connect it to the same system. So it's pretty nice. That's about all new that I got. And yeah, she got them for me. So
now on Assassin's Creed Origins, disclosure, I know in our podcast we typically talk about all sorts of things. However, there will not be any politics or any world news, things like that in this show, for the fact that we are streaming a video game, and the companies want you to stick to the gamer and the game itself. So we're not going to talk about any politics or anything like that during the show. So this will be primarily a gaming show. But Assassin's Creed Origins, I've heard a lot of people have talked about the combat being an issue, or being different, I guess, maybe not as fluid as it was. So can you give us any kind of details on that?
Yeah, well, I mean, when we first did our podcast, and we were muted, I had only had about 20 minutes of gameplay, and so I didn't have a lot to go off of. Now I have about like 5 hours or more, and I can say with some confidence that the combat is the only issue I have had, and it's not horrible. It just takes some getting used to, because there's just a lot that goes on in the combat that you're expected to do, and there's some timing issues. Other than that, it's pretty good. It is not as fluid as Assassin's Creed 3 or 2 or anything like that, but it is a pretty solid game overall.
Now, you bought the gold edition, so what's the difference in that? Or are they getting some extra downloadable content, or to come at a later
it came
date,
with
or
the
what are
season
you going to get
pass,
in the gold?
and yeah, it came with the season pass, and it came with some like early weapon. Like I got some powerful weapons starting off, but I didn't use them till I was over the level required to use them. I wanted to see what the game was like for people just starting out, and yeah, even if you don't have the early access stuff, you still can get pretty far ahead of the game curve, as it were.
Now, Assassin's Creed Origins is the title. I'm assuming that this is going to go back to before the first game. I mean, this is kind of how the franchise got started. Is that correct?
Yes, it should. It's supposed to be how the Assassins were formed. Like I've made it a little bit further in the story, but not enough to tell what's really going on. Like I think Baylock is his name. He's a Magi, which is supposed to be a protector of Pharaoh or Egypt. Oh. Here's a protector of Egypt, or the pharaohs of Egypt, and he asked for a drink, so I made it for him.
Well, I don't know, 'cause you take...
Oh no, I wasn't.
Do you have any syrup?
No.
Okay.
But
Do I normally get him the honey one or
of the cereal?
one that's been dishing out cereal?
Oh yeah, the honey's fine.
Okay.
It just doesn't seal up like it's supposed to. Sorry, but yeah, he's Magi who protects Egypt, protects the pharaoh, And apparently, I guess the Pharaoh wasn't killed. I guess the Pharaoh turned on the Magi and ended up killing most of them. I think. Apparently, he had a son that died, so he's out for revenge. And that's kind of starting the whole Assassin's type of gameplay where he's out getting the people who caused his son's death and the betrayal of their Pharaoh, I guess.
How many hours have you logged in so far?
Roughly about 6 or so. All right. Thanks, son.
Mostly the every Assassin's Creed game that I played, usually as far as playtime, you can just sink several hours into it, which makes it worth the money. So hopefully this is no different in that regard.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've only unlocked 3 areas of the map, and they're just kind of footnotes of the overall. Like, it is massive.
I know that they took they took a year off or 2 years off to make a new game. How long has it been since they released it?
A year.
Yeah, because Syndicate? Yeah.
It was a game a year, and they took 16 off and released for 17.
Sweet.
And I don't know if there's anything in the work for 18, but they're probably going to see how well this one does before they make that decision. I need to pick up some ammo. I'm going to switch to burst.
I still don't have a shotgun
But
yet,
yeah.
so I need to get one of those. So what was what's the name of the website that you got your PC from? I know you told me, but I forgot.
Oh, that was Cyberpower PC. CyberpowerPC.com.
Now, is that
And-
does that custom? Like, did you customize it like as you ordered it, or is it already just pre-made and you just kind of get the specs you want?
You can do both. I got the Fall 2 special. And when I got it, I didn't think it had a liquid cooling system in it or the i7 processor. And when the actual payment and everything went through, I had both of those. So I got a more powerful PC than I thought I was going to get. But they have specials every season. There's always something, some holiday or something during the season that they're going to have a special for laptop and PC. So it's worth a look. The laptop for Halloween was $996, and it was more powerful than the PC I got.
So I would imagine that maybe they'll have some kind of a Black Friday deal. If you want to
Yeah, definitely a Christmas or Black Friday or Thanksgiving special. They always tend to do something like that. Oh, ammo. Yay. So it's definitely worth a look. Like I said, we'll leave the link down below on both videos, our podcast and our gaming video, just so you guys can get a good look at what's available, because there's a lot of choices, a lot of options, and you can customize it yourself. You can get the special. You can get I got the fall special too. I could have customized it more if I wanted to, and it would just add to the price of the fall special too. It actually wouldn't, put you on their basic whatever PC it was before it was a fall special. So it just adds to the price you would pay for the special. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to check that out because I'm in need of a PC bad. Ideally, as we've talked about before, we are going to do at some point a live show via Skype. So, but I have to get upgraded equipment for that to happen. I have to get a decent mic, and so in order to do that, I need to get a PC with a nice webcam and things of that nature. So, but that will be in the works, and I have to go get my comrade up here because apparently he's down.
I went down. Yeah, I went down. I went down hard. All right.
Okay.
This is still.
It's been a while here since I played
around
this, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm
not done
doing
yet.
the same thing. But as far as basic information goes, I think for the podcast, that's about all we have for you this time. Our next podcast should have a lot more information. We'll be able to be a little bit more open with what's been going on the last couple of weeks, but just to kind of give you what's been going on and let you in on our giveaway and everything. Again, the giveaway is after 100 followers on either Twitch or our podcast on Facebook.
Yeah,
And
hit it up.
We will be.
And I think we're we're gonna see how this giveaway goes. If you guys want to have some more giveaways in the future, obviously your feedback is crucial to the show. So if you guys like the giveaway idea and want to do some more, I know I've got a couple things that I would like to enter in our giveaways, but I need to hear some feedback from our listeners. So let us know how that's going to go. But like I said, you have your choice between a hoodie, a t-shirt, and a hat. So when we do the giveaway, those are going to be your options. So, but that will wrap it up for now. I said this show is going to be kind of short, but we did just want to primarily update you on where we've been and why we've been out of action. So, but stay tuned. Normally our schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. However, if you guys want to have a longer show, we can do maybe 2 shows a week instead of 3. Let us know, what you want to see from that also, and we may change the schedule up and do an hour and a half show versus 30 minutes. So just kind of keep us posted on that. But Brian, if you don't have anything else, man, as far as the podcast goes, I think that's all I got.
All right. Well, we're going to pop the game sound back on for our viewers on Twitch, which, again, that's another thing for our podcast listeners. If you want to see how we kind of started and what we do together off podcast and how our dynamic actually works, we will be gaming on Twitch, and we will have our game videos up below on our podcast channel as well, so on YouTube. So thanks for that. Hope everybody enjoys it, and we'll talk to you all later.